Hey, ma'am. Security? All right, just relax. Take it easy. Nothing's gonna happen.
Hey, I didn't do anything.
Oh, yeah? Well, how about this?
You think we were born yesterday? You didn't do anything, huh?
I've got rights. Look,
Look, Ed. He's got a picture of your wife.
Ethel.
Hello everyone and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we're headed to the world of Blizzard Entertainment. I feel like I say the same thing over and over again, day after day. I am not shocked the more I investigate Blizzard Entertainment. It's all bad. At least it feels all bad. I've got a story for you today. Blizzard investigating Blizzard. But don't worry, everything's fine. I'm sure after what we've come to expect over the last 20 years, 15 years, 10 years, I'm sure everything's fine. And by the end of this video, you're gonna be saying, man, I have fallen in love with Blizzard all over again. Now, before we begin, we are pushing for 20,000 subscribers. We've pushed past 18,000 and we are headed on our way. I'm hoping today is the day I have earned your subscription. I'm hoping today is the day you make the decision to push that little red button. Honestly, and I really mean this, only if you think I deserve it, but I would appreciate it. We are on the website MMO Bomb. Don't worry, guys. After conducting an investigation, Blizzard has cleared itself of all wrongdoing. And you're probably thinking, oh, this is hilarious. What a great satire site. This written by the Babylon Bee. Is this the Onion? No. This is real. Oh, you're gonna like this. After a thorough investigation of itself, Activision Blizzard has concluded that there is no evidence to suggest the company's senior executives ever intentionally ignored or attempted to downplay the instances of gender harassment that occurred and were reported. The investigation, headed up by the Workplace Responsibility Committee, working under the board of directors, sent a report to the shareholders stating that contrary to many of the allegations, the board and its external advisors have determined that there is no evidence to suggest that Activision Blizzard senior executives ever intentionally ignored or attempted to downplay the instances of gender harassment that occurred and were reported. Well, that's it. Case closed. I wish I had like the gavel, you know, like hit a bam. We're good. I should just turn off the video now because I feel like you're probably sold, as I am. But don't worry, there's good news. Listen to this. In that report, it does admit that there are some substantiated instances of gender harassment, but it adds that those unfortunate circumstances don't actually mean that the board of senior leadership were aware of it and tolerated it. They also state that it doesn't indicate a systemic issue with harassment, discrimination, or retaliation. Okay, this is like even worse. Not only is Blizzard's investigation saying that the board, the bobbies, the big dogs did nothing wrong. It's also saying that they did find instances of harassment, but that was on the lower level. So they're gonna punish, what, maybe ground level managers, maybe a supervisor, I don't know. But it does show they're gonna push the blame downward. Effectively, this report is intended to negate the allegations put forth by the DFEH in their lawsuit against good old Bobby. Not only didn't report the settlement with a rape victim at Sledgehammer Games, this video is for sure gonna get a strike, by the way, so really consider hitting that sub button, but also threatened to have his own female assistant hurt very bad and not get up via voicemail, among a bunch of other things. According to the report given to shareholders, the investigation looked into email communication notes and other documents The Workplace Responsibility Committee also reported interviewed former and current employees. Of course, they weren't overly detailed about what came out of any of that, nor did they explain exactly how they went about conducting the investigation, or share what information was given outside of consultants. Which that whole paragraph means they didn't share anything. They just said that they did interviews and that's how they got this info. One of these consultants who concluded there weren't any signs of widespread harassment, a pattern of practice, or harassment of systemic harassment between September 2016 and December 2021 was EEOC Gilbert Casellas. Neither he nor the company has been willing to share more details on the investigation. They're not talking because they got paid. The report did admit that there were some truths about the company, and that can be difficult to reconcile. But the big takeaway was that the company is seemingly being victimized with an unrelenting barrage of media criticism. You see that? I'm the problem. Criticizing Blizzard, it's not fair. We're not being nice. Of course, the big question here is how someone can investigate themselves. It seems like it might not be ethical, but apparently Activision Blizzard has found a way. Of course, if this were a case of the leaders of the company investigating claims against lower staff members, that would make sense. But when many of the claims are against members of the board, including the CEO, the entire thing becomes beyond questionable and easily becomes a case of I investigated myself and I found myself innocent. Holy smokes. Were you ready for that today? You know, I don't know. Maybe it's all legit, but I doubt it. I want to know your opinion. Does this suffice? It's literally the only question I have for you. Does this make you feel better or does this piss you off? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you haven't had a chance, check out my Patreon. We will be on Twitch tonight, live recording podcast 20, and then be doing a bonus hour on my Patreon. All good stuff. It's my Patreon, not my Twitch. Check it out. It's always a good time. Become an instant ARPG VIP and get Patreon exclusive content. You get access to the bonus hour of the podcast. You get access to our weekly blog posts. You get access to the VIP lounge in the Discord, and it is the best way to support me. So check it out. First link in the description. If you haven't had a chance to join the official Action RPG Discord, please do so. We're approaching 1,500 members. Great conversations every day. The idea is to create a gaming community that could jump from game to game together, so you never start the server alone. Link for that Discord is also in the description. I hope you all enjoyed just how awful Blizzard is. Hopefully you were entertained or at least learned something. Aaron, out.